Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So this is gonna be my Bantu knot out tutorial. So I'm gonna start off with freshly washed hair that has been blow dried. And so what I'm gonna do now is part my hair into 4 sections. So right now I'm just gonna start off with parting my hair into halves and securing one side away. And then I'm gonna go to the other side and split it in half, because it's gonna make styling my hair a lot easier when I'm working in quadrants. So take the next section and pin that away. So now we're working on the back half. So what I'm gonna do is take the back quadrant and splitting into 4 smaller sections. And so now that I have my first section, I wanna take my wide tooth comb and comb it out. You wanna make sure you don't have any tangles and that your hair is as smooth as possible. To get a good Bantu knot, or to have your hair to turn out well, you want to make sure your hair is completely and thoroughly detangled. Next, I'm going to grab my Shea Moisture leave-in. I like this leave-in only because it provides me the moisture without being too heavy, because I don't want my hair to be overly moisturized or to add too much product in, because the water will make my hair revert. So now I'm just going to gather my hair and then I'm going to twist it starting at the root and then working my way downward. And so try to get this as tight as possible or as secure as possible. And then once I get about halfway down, I would then begin twisting my hair into the knot. And so what I'm doing is using one hand to guide me as I'm wrapping the hair around into the knot, and then using the other hand to secure it down. And the reason why I do this is because if you're not careful, then you will cause the knot to unravel, as you can see what just happened. And another tip, as you are continuously wrapping your hair around into the knot, make sure that you're adding the hair to the base of the Bantu knot. And the reason why this is important, you want to get a consistent curl, but if you don't wrap it in this direction, the curls won't come out in a uniform way. And so once you're completed, make sure you tuck the ends. And if you can't tuck the ends, use a bobby pin. So I'm going to show you the process all over again. And so once my hair is moisturized and detangled, I will then again start twisting at the root, and make sure you have a pretty good grip. And make sure that when you are twisting that you get the hair shaft to be as smooth as possible. Once you are about halfway down, then you'll begin rotating or creating the knot at the root. Use your other hand to hold down your hair so that the hair does not unravel. And as you are wrapping the hair around, you are twisting the hair at the same time. So you twist and wrap, twist and wrap, twist and wrap, twist and wrap, until you get all the way down to the end. And again, make sure that when you are wrapping, that you're adding the wrapped hair to the base of the Bantu knot, closest to your scalp, and then adding it in. So this will get tight, and so I'll show you a trick later on how to loosen it, but this does get tight. It does feel uncomfortable when you are doing it this way. And so if you cannot tuck your ends at the underneath your Bantu knot, add a bobby pin to secure it down. But this is what it will look like. It should look like. And so now I'm going to continue the process throughout the rest of my hair. All right, so this is what my hair looks like completed. But this is a trick that I wanted to show you. So when you're completely done, what you're gonna do is twist your Bantu knot in the opposite direction to loosen it. And this way you can loosen the Bantu knot without ruining your style. So this is the next day. This is about 7 hours later, and some of the Bantu knots have flattened out, but they've overall they are intact, and that's what's important. And so I'm gonna take down the first Bantu knot. So I'm just gonna give it a little, I'm gonna twist it around in the opposite direction and then give it a tug. And then once it's completely unraveled, I will then separate the hair the way my curls naturally want to separate. And this way you don't want to disrupt the curl pattern too much, because disrupting the curl pattern too much can, one, give you a lot more frizz than you need to. Natural hair is already gonna give you that anyway. And then two, you want to be able to hold the curl as long as possible. So that's why you want to separate your hair as it naturally wants to separate, or separate the curls as they naturally want to separate. And so once you do that, the next important thing is that you want to make sure that you wrap the curl around your finger to one, to smooth out the frizz, and then to make the curls more uniformed. This is a really, really important step. You don't want to miss this. So now this step is completely optional, but I completely finished the back of my head, and so I wanted to add some edge control to smooth out my edges. And so what I like to do is add an Eco Style gel first, and then an edge control on top. And this way I find that my edges or my slick down look on the front lasts a little longer than just using the edge control alone or a gel alone. Once I have completed that part, I'm just going to continue unraveling the front section of my hair. Again, being gentle to separate the curls as they naturally want to separate, and then twirling it around your finger to help the curl to regain its shape. When I was separating my hair, some of the curls, the separation, I didn't separate them as small, and it's because my hair did not want to separate, and I didn't want to force it, because I didn't want to deal with the frizziness, because I had some sections where the curl isn't as prominent as the other ones, or isn't as defined as the other parts of my hair, and so I didn't want to, I didn't want to force it. So at the end now, I'm just gonna add some bobby pins on top of my hair, only because my hair was kind of raised and I didn't want that look, so I wanted to keep it flat. So this is the final look, y'all. My hair is light and it's bouncy and it's soft and it's curly and it's defined. Y'all, I love, love, love Bantu knots, love it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel now. Also, make sure you are following me on Instagram. And if you have any questions, make sure you leave those in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.